Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody and Robyn Brown of Sister Wives are receiving controversy following the third installment of the tell-all. The two have been evading questions since the beginning of the one-on-one interviews. Kody is even furious about getting spanked for liking Robyn. However, he sees nothing wrong with it, despite the fact that practically everyone knows it was the primary cause of the family's demise. However, it appears that the controversy is not finished, as some fans believe Kody and Robyn did something terrible during Garrison's burial. Continue reading to see the debate. An insider earlier emerged, making alarming charges regarding Kody and Robyn at Garrison's burial. According to the claims, Janelle's family has already told Kody not to attend and record Garrison's funeral. However, the Sister Wives star appeared beside Robyn. What made matters worse was that Kody reportedly arrived with a TLC video crew to capture the painful scene. This raised problems between Kody and Janelle's family. But it appears there is more to the story, including a suspected PDA moment between Kody and Robyn at the memorial service. Some Sister Wives fans took to social media to examine Kody Brown's surprising revelations from Tell All Part 3. It was about his claim that the previous time he and Robyn went PDA, they were kicked out by the family. Kody didn't go into detail, but he did say it's a memory he'd not revisit. He stated that it cost him dearly and that the narrative cannot be recounted. Kody then stated that until Janelle and Robyn marry, he would not engage in PDA with Robyn in front of them. Some fans speculated that the PDA moment occurred during Garrison's burial, but others believe Kody was fabricating things for dramatic effect. What a drama queen. I'm not going to tell you, but let me talk about it for a whole segment. I despise how they use the word safe. Go out of here. They're the ones that inflicted the greatest harm. Yes, and are the most harmful peeps for everyone else. Notice how he tries to suggest causation, but does not express it openly. He was kicked out the last time he showed Robyn PDA in front of the family. I'm betting the rest of the family would blame something else for him being kicked out, and he later realized they were angry because they were jealous. He wasn't booted out for crying out loud. They left him behind. There is a big difference. I take this to suggest he was expelled out of the family, not because of an event. He is such an awful ***. Honestly, he and are becoming worse with each episode. Additionally, their couch comments and actions occur after the death of a son. Unforgivable and disgusting. Nauseated face. Another reason some Sister Wives fans believe Kody's last PDA session with Robyn occurred during Garrison's burial is that an informant claimed Kody irritated the majority of the family throughout the service. Some followers from another social media thread also pointed out Kody's insensitive actions toward Janelle, and doing a PDA with Robyn during Garrison's burial could be his way of slapping her. However, there is suggestion that it sprang from a different family catastrophe, which ultimately led to his choice to distance himself from the children. I'm assuming he and Robyn are making out somewhere inappropriate? Maybe a wedding, funeral, engagement party, or bridal shower. Obviously, just speculation, but I personally think he might have just accidentally told us what happened at one of Garrison's memorial services that pissed off the majority of the family. Grimacing face. Someone in the live thread suggested it may have happened during Garrison's funeral or surrounding events, which would explain why he had to talk around it during the tell-all. In one of the most shocking and tone-deaf displays in recent Sister Wives history, new revelations have surfaced about the inappropriate and downright uncomfortable public displays of affection, PDA, between Robyn Brown and Kody Brown at a deeply solemn and emotional family funeral, leaving not only the family but also Sister Wives fans across social media furious, disgusted, and wondering if Kody and Robyn have finally crossed a line that they can't walk back from, with many now asking, who behaves like that at a funeral, especially when grieving family members are already raw, heartbroken, and in need of comfort, not awkward, self-centered displays of affection from the controversial couple that has already been accused of tearing the Brown family apart for years. And now that the truth is coming out about how Kody and Robyn acted during the gathering, holding hands excessively, whispering closely, and even reportedly sneaking kisses in plain view of their devastated family members. The fallout is brutal, with sources close to the Browns revealing that several of the older children were seen exchanging looks of disgust, shaking their heads in disbelief as their father and his last remaining wife seemed unable or unwilling to read the emotional temperature of the room, prioritizing their private bubble of affection over the collective grief of the family unit that once prided itself on unity, love, and respect, but has now crumbled under the weight of favoritism, betrayal, and isolation. And it gets worse, because according to insiders, Christine and Janelle, who both showed up at the service purely to support their grieving children, were absolutely livid behind the scenes, with one source claiming that Christine whispered to Janelle, "I cannot believe he's doing this. Not here. Not now," her voice filled with frustration not just for herself, but for her children, many of whom have openly admitted to feeling abandoned, discarded, and secondary in Kody's life ever since he chose to prioritize his marriage to Robyn above the emotional well-being of the rest of his family. And now, to see that favoritism on display in such a sacred, tragic setting was salt in the wound for everyone who came to mourn, not witness the uncomfortable love story of Kody and Robyn unfold like some inappropriate sideshow at a wake. And while some might argue that couples supporting each other during difficult times is normal, fans were quick to point out that this wasn't gentle hand-holding or quiet standing together. This was full-blown possessive touching, rubbing of arms, whispered giggles, forehead kisses, things that would be questionable even at a family barbecue, let alone a funeral where the rest of the family sat in stunned silence, tears rolling down their cheeks, trying to process a devastating loss while Kody and Robyn seemingly carried on in their own world of flirtation, a world they've built together for over a decade now while simultaneously burning bridges with every other person Kody once claimed to love. And the online backlash has been swift and brutal. Reddit threads exploded with comments like, "They're disgusting. How selfish can you be?" And "They've officially lost all respect," as longtime viewers of Sister Wives express their heartbreak at seeing the Brown family fall this far from grace, with many recalling earlier seasons where family members supported each other in meaningful, united ways during tough moments, like when Christine gave birth surrounded by sister wives or when family members worked together through financial hardships. But now, in 2025, that unity has been replaced by division, by awkwardness, and by Kody's complete and total devotion to one wife only, a devotion that's no longer romantic but bordering on obsessive, suffocating, and frankly embarrassing when displayed in moments that call for dignity, not desire, for communal grief, not marital PDA, and perhaps the saddest part of this entire story is the impact it's having on the kids, many of whom have already spoken out in recent months about their growing frustration and estrangement from their father, with some children reportedly saying behind closed doors that they don't even know who he is anymore, and that they can't believe how far he's drifted away from reality, especially after the blatant favoritism shown toward Robyn's children, the financial demands Kody has tried to place on his ex-wives to support Robyn's family, and now this, the uncomfortable, selfish PDA at a funeral that should have been about honoring the deceased, not highlighting Kody's desperate need to prove to the world that he's still happily in love with the only wife who hasn't left him yet.